and God is getting ready to move. And in every season, God has a plan. So without me going there, I want you to understand that God is going to move in an unusual way in the anointing. Now, this menorah becomes important because it keeps showing up. Now, first of all, we saw the almonds, and the almonds told us it was about awakening. And now God says, make the candlestick, make the lampstand out of the almond trees, because every time this lampstand shows up, you need to understand it's a new awakening. So let's look and see when the lampstand shows up. Before we go there, let me show you this. This almond tree, this almond thing has 22 almond blossoms. Everybody say 22. It has 22 almond buds. Everybody say 22. All right, there's 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. Everybody say 22. The original Old Testament was written on 22 Torah scrolls. Everybody say 22. The prophetic number of light is 22. Everybody say 22. Why do I want you to say 22? Because I think it's interesting that there's only 22 chapters in the Bible with 22s in it. There's only 22 chapters in the Bible, and every single one of them refer to the ministry of Christ. This is a prophetic number, a prophetic season that you have to understand. It's not just ordinary. It's a prophetic season that you've entered into. There are 22 chapters in all the Bible that have 22 books of the Bible that have 22 chapters in them. Let me just say that. And every time you get to one of those, like in Genesis 22, it's Abraham's sacrifice and Isaac, a type of Christ. You get to Psalm 22, it's my God, why hast thou forsaken me? It's Jesus hanging on the cross. You get to Revelation 22, what does it say? Surely I am coming quickly. And every time you find a chapter 22 in the Bible, you're going to see something that has to do with the ministry of Jesus. Well, what makes that so interesting is something that I showed you a few weeks ago that I want to show you again. It's called the 100-year prophecy. And the 100-year prophecy was attributed to William Seymour of the Azusa Street Revival when he said 100 years from now, the greatest revival in the history of the world will occur. They will witness the fullness of the former and the latter reigns of God. They will see the Shekinah manifested in its fullness. Now, what's interesting about that is the date he died. It wasn't so much 100 years from the time the prophecy was given, because they can't really date that. But this man that gave us this prophecy died September the 28th, 1922, which means that in September the 28th of this year, it will be exactly 100 years that this prophecy has laid in the ground. Wouldn't it be amazing? Now, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just hoping for everything and telling you, wouldn't it be amazing if this was the year that God breaks out in the greatest revival that America has ever seen? I think we are ripe for awakening.